Okay, we're back. We're going to wait and see if people find us yet again. If not, I'm not sure what happened. I think it force ended it. Very interesting. Let's see what happens.
Huh.
All right. Hey, I don't know what is going on.
See? Ordinary people.
Yeah, I don't know. The stream just it looked like the stream
Sorry.
just got and they said that was it for us. Maybe the FBI is listening and
Oh, wow.
they didn't like it. The YouTube people said, "Hey, you can't talk anymore." But I don't know what's going on. It showed us as live on this side.
Some
So some
country.
oh well, you know, I'm quite sure the cop in Jersey's got his own issues with better help. So I'm quite sure he's got other problems to do there. Uh,
Mm.
what does Carrie do while I'm working? She annoys the hell out of me, is what she does. No, honestly, what she does is all of this. She communicates with you guys an awful lot.
Yep.
Uh, we kind of just do our thing. Yeah, I don't know. Is Pete back in somewhere? Let's see.
I
Okay,
don't know.
perfect. He's in. So yeah, really, what she does is she handles all our social media stuff. Um, we bounce a lot of ideas off of each other too. As
The
far
days
as
go by very quickly.
yeah, we're always. That's the one thing about Carrie and I is that we're constantly keeping busy. If it's YouTube, if it's the kids, we always have something
Walking.
going. Yeah,
Oh my
walking.
God, the walking.
The walking is a lot. So our days go by pretty quickly. And yeah, if it wasn't for Carrie handling all the social media, the sponsors that come over, and all that stuff that she handles, like all the stuff, any sponsor that we've taken on, Carrie handles all the vetting of them and the contracts and making sure that they're reputable companies because Carrie is a ninja behind the scenes with her internet searches and she knows how to find out pretty much anything about anybody.
Yep.
So that's what happens there. Pizza Pro! Hello, my
Hey.
friend. How are you? We hope you are doing well and welcome to the live stream part two because part one
Whoops.
didn't work. But yeah, well, thank you, John. Appreciate that. And that's the other thing, too, where I'm not in a position to RV. Our channel, believe it or not, has transcended. Our little channel has gone beyond the RV segment and has crossed over quite nicely because we never want to be defined as being just an RV channel.
No.
We are about really just living and not letting you, how do we explain it? Not getting stuck in traditional boxes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We never have been that couple.
We've always done things a little bit differently,
Yeah.
and that's really what things are about is just getting, uh, you know, getting out there, doing things that are different, being outside your comfort zone, and stuff like that. And that's what Carrie and I like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really the whole RV thing with us in the channel. I do everything I can to make sure that we're not defined by what YouTube puts us in a category on, because that's a horrible, horrible thing. And we see too many people do fall into that trap.
Yep.
Let's see. Part two. Yes, we are doing part two.
My
Because apparently,
goodness.
yeah. Brian
Sorry.
Diaz, have you ever visited Michigan? And yes, we did.
Yes.
And Michigan needs to fix their roads because wow, pothole central. But Michigan, Michigan was something that was probably I think the furthest northwest we had
It
been
was nice.
RVing. Michigan surprised us. Was not at all what we were expecting, especially as we got up a little bit. We wanted to do the Upper Peninsula, but we did not have a chance to do that. We did
Yeah.
the thumb, the thumb. Yeah, it was a great time, and yeah, it's just kind of yeah, it was great, but not at all what we expected, and it was good.
Pizza Pro wants to know. My question is, what do you do when you need your own space?
Well, Here's the thing. You mean space between us, or just to get away from other people? Because, yeah, I don't know. See, okay, here's the thing. Carrie and I have said this in videos. We are that couple. We've been married. This is 29 years that we've been married, and we still are that couple that we hold hands everywhere we go. So being separated from each other, we don't typically do very well.
No.
So we're always glued at the hip, and that's that. So, but as far as our own space from other RVers, we've been pretty fortunate that we haven't really had a situation where we were right on top of each other, except for where we were Whispering Pines. We were very close to everybody.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, but everybody around us was nice.
I go do laundry. But then I'm texting them from the laundry room, so I guess we're really not separated.
Yeah, anyway, we're really not.
We can't.
She'll go do laundry, and then she's texting me the whole time. So
what you doing?
Yeah. Let's see. Rose in Michigan. Yeah. Are there plans to do any more top 5, 8, 10 videos like RV related products used frequently? So here's the thing. I personally hate top 8, 9, 10 videos, but they are mainstream, and that's what everybody asks for. It's tough because the stuff that we use every day, they're in our Amazon links. And I also think there's a certain part of RV life that doesn't need stuff. And I think you're going to see this come out more probably once they're all done with the frame failures and clicking on that. You're going to come out to the point of frame failures, which is a good portion. You're going to find are people taking too much stuff with them and exceeding the capacity of their rigs. So yeah, there's some basic things that you need. I think we have one coming up maybe for first-time RVers, things you desperately need. Like there's no joke about this. But the rest of it, honestly, it's most of the stuff you use at home, you can use right in your rig. Let's see. Visit Wisconsin. I want to go get some cheese there. Yes. Wisconsin, I think, is on our list for 2025, 2024. We're still in a holding pattern, but which will probably be just on the East Coast. 2025, we got you there. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I like the Ram 2500 for towing? Is it diesel or gas? We went with gas because it's cheaper. We don't know anything about diesel engines. I know everything. I know everything. Let me rephrase this. I don't know anything about diesel trucks. I do know enough to get me in trouble at a gas engine. So it was important to go that route with us. And I'm not towing a fifth wheel, so I don't need a diesel. So I like the gas, convenience, everything else. The 2500 for us, oh, I love my truck.
It's comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable than the GMC you had.
We didn't want to buy a new truck. It was just something we felt we should. But I love the truck. Happy with the decision. It's been fantastic. Let's see. 2500 diesel. Can't wait for decent weather to try it. I'll tell you, if you're going to be towing something like we have, you won't even know it's back there. The 2500 is an amazing truck. And we have not the fancy model. We have the tradesman, and it's been perfect. No $1,400 touchscreen for me. I tried to get one aftermarket, $4,000, $4,000 for the stereo upgrade, the big 12-inch touchscreen, and they only give you a 90-day warranty. I'm like, the hell with that. So yeah, we have XM. And those of you wondering, when we're going down the road, the radio's off. We talk the whole time.
It's true.
And we're still that couple.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what that makes us sound like?
What?
That we love each other. Go figure.
No.
I know. But you live blocks from the Grand Design Service Center. I can imagine you're having some drama over there because they're getting thrown under the bus pretty heavy on this one. And keep an eye out. Go back to my YouTuber rant. It was just a couple of years ago that everybody was promoting Grand Design as a second coming of Christ in the RV industry, and now they're going to turn on them like crazy even though it was a Lippert component that failed. And watch Lippert, folks, because Lippert has mastered the art of social media. They've mastered the art of influencing, and they are a very smart company that puts out very bad products, but they know how to market themselves. Everything from Lippert Scouts to all the Facebook groups and everything is all designed to control their narrative. And they're going to rely heavily, because it is cheaper to hire influencers to promote your crap than it is to put out quality product. That's all I'm going to say about Lippert. And anybody that's got a fury on anything, you understand where I'm coming from. Weekend campers will be in the Keys next month. Enjoy it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We skipped the Keys this year, but I do believe we're going to try to get down there next year, which will be awesome. But always a great time. Which is
Sunshine Key.
Sunshine Key is the better of the two,
favorite,
as far as we're concerned. Dean and Gertie, I see a top 5 reasons not to do top 5 videos in your future. I still have to cover a couple of grounds, because we stopped watching YouTube RV channels because I just couldn't take it. My blood pressure was going through the roof. And I accidentally Google searched something and saw what the latest rounds of video have been. And let's just say I've got some interesting takes on a few things. The next 3 or 4 weeks on our channel is going to be all over the place. And I think there's a lot of you that are going to like what you see. How do we handle non-emergency medical needs? Lettuce, lots of lettuce. In all honesty, Carrie and I really, since we started doing our diet, for those of you who don't know, we're keto/carnivore. We don't have a need for medications. I'm off all medications. I take an occasional antacid if I've had too much of a gummy and ate too much pepperoni. But for the most part, there's no medications. I had the shingles shot, the second one.
He was a trooper.
And,
all by himself, he did it.
Costco took care of that for me. And we had the first shot done in Florida, outside of Orlando, and the second one was done in Myrtle Beach. Costco for the win there. If you have major medical issues, we always recommend checking with your insurance company and see what they recommend. But insurance for us, health insurance, is something we pay every year and we never use. Go figure.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, exactly. What else we got? My son and I work for the RV industry. My son specifically for Lippert. William, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that the people that work for Lippert are bad, but I will say that they are a heavily controlled media influencer based company. Very smart in what they're doing and how they're doing it as somebody with a marketing background, but they're just poop for doing it to people. Let's see. Hi from Iowa, Tom. Hello from South Carolina. Let's see. What else we got? Let's see. Alliance in Berkeley now. That's all the rage. Well, they're the new hotness, and they're paying out the top money for brand ambassadors and everything else. So yeah, but really, we've toured Alliance, we've toured Brinkley. They're really, look, 90% of the insides of an RV are all coming from the same companies. If you look closely, the hinges, the hardware, the panels, the wall units, the wallpaper, it's all coming from the same companies. It is what it is. There's really not much creativity and difference between one manufacturer or the other anymore, with the exception of Airstream is doing a great job. But most of your components are coming from the same companies. They're just put in a different order. So I can't wait to hear a good video, a Bob video calling out those baddies. I've got a different take on how I'm handling things going forward. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be kind of surprised at what we're doing and how we're doing things. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Big family expedition about doing carnivore and staying strict.
It's hard. I don't like it.
Carnivore is the hardest. We're kind of in that phase where it's like ketovore-ish. We don't really do vegetables or anything like that. Occasionally, maybe a tomato slice. And I do nuts. Yeah, that's going to be a clip somewhere. RJ, if you're in here, I'm quite sure you're going to love that one. But maybe some raisins on occasion. But really, although today I had a salad, so go figure. But most of what we do is that, and I've fallen off a couple of times. Carrie and I've gone to Olive Garden. It's all about moderation. I look at it this way: I'm a big guy. I'm not as big as I was. We're doing okay. We're living our best life. So I don't want to be held by a diet all the time. But as far as carnivore, if you can stick to it, some great health benefits there. Even going keto, man, do that because, yeah, and not for nothing. But Kenny, I've seen you. You don't need to go on a diet. That's that. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. Pot roast potatoes and carrots. Pizza Pro is always.
Oh,
Every time you talk to us, man, you make
I
us hungry.
know. He makes food all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Election thing was to fix the damn roads. Don't. I try not to get into politics, but yeah, I've seen a lot of things go on. A lot of politicians running on a lot of platforms that they don't stick to. And I think this year is going to be crazy for everything that's going to be on about people running on platforms that they won't stick to. Let's see. Do we plan on being in a position to be able to see the eclipse in totality next month?
No.
No.
Probably not.
No, we hear there's a couple of good YouTubers that have set up some meetups for it. Yeah, it's not within our path, and probably something, I don't know. It's cool.
We saw a small one in
We
Medina,
dealt with a good
right?
eclipse, yeah, in Medina, which was an awesome place for it. But it was a partial eclipse or whatever they call that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, we are back. Ketovore is a good combination. It seems to be working out the best for us. With our kids coming down in 11 days, we know they've asked for specific meals that they want me to cook, which are not part of our diet. So we'll probably be off diet plan for that week. But yeah, it's something really. The best part about it is you can venture off and come back. It's pretty forgiving.
It hasn't been very forgiving though. It's like stalled big time. But anyway,
we have reached a point where weight loss is stalled, but we're also not as active in the winter, spring months as we are in the summer. We just started doing hiking again, so that kind of helps. But yeah, other than that, we're going to start winding this down. If you guys have questions, throw them in there.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't want to keep everybody too long because between the two streams, we've gone
over
way longer than what we expected. We're only going to be here for like a half hour. Judy, I just unsubscribed to several YouTube channels because of constant negativity. And let me tell you, I'll address that really quickly. Negativity is really big in the YouTube genre right now because it is all about clicks. And unfortunately, viewers' habits have not come off the point where everybody wants a train wreck, and that's what's big right now. And there's a couple of big channels that have gotten huge right now because all they're doing are negative thing. Big Family Expedition, thank you for joining the channel. We appreciate it. And make sure you send Carrie your mailing address.
Yes.
Because Carrie sends postcards from the road for anybody who's part of the Redesigners Club. We send those out once a month, maybe twice a month. Depends on what mood she's in. But
it depends when we can find them.
She loves to send out the postcards.
At least one.
I just got a text. Pete, if you're here, can you text me over the number for Carrie to call Jen? She'll give her a shout right after the live stream. We didn't know she was in the hospital, brother. Yeah, so basically that's it. If you guys want to hear more live streams, should we do these? I don't know. You let us know. We're not like big live streaming people, but Craig, I will answer this one though because I was part of the first live stream. Connecting internet or Starlink for out west, Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, Moab, both. You're going to need both. There's going to be parts where Starlink's going to work. There's going to be parts where Connecting will work. Connecting will only, so that we're clear on what Connecting is. Connecting is an eSIM internet provider that has service from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T all in one unit, and it automatically searches to lock in the best performing internet. Like right now where we are, it's all about AT&T. But if there's no service there, it'd be very clear, because Connected, it makes a point of this as well, that if there's no signal from any of those companies, you're not going to get internet from them. They can't make it out of thin air. So that's where Starlink comes in, and there's also a lot of places that Starlink won't work. So you gotta have both. It's expensive, but you gotta have both. This live stream was great. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. I'm not big on live streams either, but let us know if you guys think of something you'd like us to cover in a live stream. I like the questions format so that we had something to talk about. Let's see. I think it's one that maybe we'll do every couple of months, maybe once a month. Who knows? We'll see where it goes. Nancy Hofstedler said, yes, more live streams. This channel is fantastic. Well, thank you.
So are you, Nancy.
And we are only as fantastic as the people that join us. So thank you. Plans for South Florida. Hopefully in February ish. We're going to see what's going on once the kids are situated. We want to spend some time with the kids this holiday season. And then we want to get the hell away from them too and head down to the Keys. So yeah, I think South Florida at some point, it should be January or February. But that's it. On that note, I want to sincerely thank everybody who stopped in. Thank you for the super chats and all whatever that stuff is. We really appreciate that, and it does go back into the channel. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Until next time, for Life Redesigned, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And we'll catch you. Go ahead, say it.
Next time.
Next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.